Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Blastoise. It's been a minute since we did a Blastoise video, but now that he's been out for a little while and everyone's got a chance to play him, it's about time to do an updated video. Hopefully everyone's having a good time, staying safe out there. Appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving me on my videos as of late, questions and comments and everything. I really appreciate it. We're going to kick this game off with the Blastoise, hanging out in the jungle today. Instead of going to lane, we will be playing in the jungle. We will be kiting these jungle buffs from the back, that way we take very little damage. Because the worst part about this is, you clear relatively quick, but you kind of want to be very mobile. You still want to be able to get the bees, you want to be able to get there as soon as possible. And generally speaking, you would be getting both core fishes here, but bot lane looks like they're struggling a little bit, so I'm gonna grab this one and get down there as quickly as I can instead of getting both. Now, some people like taking water spout. I enjoy water spout, but I think hydro pump is the way to go, just because the added damage it can do with rapid spin. That was pretty bad right here on my part, because I did not see Wigglytuff in the bush, and Jiggly was over there leveling it up, so I mean, put myself in a situation, but Lucario actually paid attention and turned around. He's super low as well, but Jigglypuff is here now, so we can go ahead and do a lot of damage with Hydro Pump. I think people disrespect the amount of Hydro Pump that it can do. Yeah, there we go. Pick up that double kill. Let's go. Now, I try to be down in bot lane more than I possibly should, but at the same time I'm hanging out in this lane because this is the dominant lane between the two that I have right now. Top lane can do fine as long as Ninetales, how you say, can land her crowd control. But it's more beneficial for me to be bot lane, just because we have a Wigglytuff, so we can actually lock down someone and pick up a kill. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to rotate with my jungle buffs. As soon as they spawn, I try to get over here. Lucario's being a good guy, starting my buff for me. He doesn't take it, he just starts the buff and walks away. You don't get that very often in most of your games, let's be honest. So I mean, you gotta respect it when you can. Alright, so we get back down to this bot lane as quickly as possible. This right here, I'm in a situation where I don't want to be in, especially considering I accidentally canceled my rapid spin. I didn't need the flash, and I think I might have picked up the kill without the help of Reboot, just because my sash was kicking in and starting to heal me. But it's a good thing he's paying attention, and a good thing he was there, considering I made a misplay. But we end up taking over this zone here, and looks like we're going to set up for Dreadnought. I got red and blue buff ready to go. This Wigglytuff is super good, by the way. Look at that roll. Again, she is a support tank Pokemon, by the way, and she did that much damage by herself. Didn't even need me, essentially. But her team is in a prime position to grab this Dreadnought, which is pretty nice. Everybody is down here, the way it should be. 9 out of 10 of the time. Get my ultimate. I'm the highest level in the game right now. Now you could argue we probably should rotate to get up to that top lane. But nah, I'd rather get my jungle buffs instead. They're going to get it before we get there anyway. So these buffs are more important for me, especially because I get my experience. And considering I have a lead, I want to continue to have a lead, if that makes sense. Now, Ninetales and Wiggly may be a little bit in trouble over there. But at the same time, top lane, if I go to help them and top lane fails to get Rotom, that would not be good. Sweet. Nice, Lucario still almost died again. Uh-oh. See, this right here is phenomenal. Just because your ultimate just... I don't know how to explain it. It just does so much damage. It's very unexpected. Let's be honest. And your ultimate charges really quick. For those of you that don't know, who don't play Blastoise, your ultimate is up really fast. It does a chunk of burst damage. Let alone, it's a huge AoE. And we all need that, especially when it comes to Zapdos and all these different jungle, I already call it, Dreadnoughts and what have you. It's kind of like an Execute in a sense, because it does a nice chunk of damage. But anyway, as you see, we're trying to sit here and play with our team. We're not a solo hero. We're trying to rotate and move on. And most of the time I'm trying to stick around Wigglytuff just because we work well together. Just as a Pokemon unit, you know what I mean. Dreadnought is spawning in about 10 seconds, letting my team know my ultimate's ready. I would suggest you guys to start using those. Even though if you're not used to using the different notifications and stuff, try to pick it up a lot more. It'll improve your game, but at the same time, you know, it's less of a hassle once you get it down. This right here, I was trying to zone. I didn't know if Ninetales had her ultimate or not, so I wanted her out of the fight and trying to keep her away from my team. I thought Wiggly was down there, but I wasn't paying attention to where she went to, but it is what it is. But anyway, I was trying to zone her out, that way she couldn't ult my team. We wanted the cap there, but we killed them, they instantly just respawned. Here I'm kind of pushing my boundaries a little bit, and I shouldn't be here necessarily, but at the same time I knew where the other team, the enemy were. Pikachu almost steals this with Electro Ball, but still. Our third auto attack with Blastoise is how you say, like, it's a knockback, but it also does magic damage. Or magic damage, special attack damage. Yeah, same thing, y'all know what I mean. Instead of physical, in case y'all didn't know that. And, for you guys don't know, as soon as you activate your ultimate, you do get a burst of movement speed. So this right here, I shouldn't necessarily be doing, but I see Cinderace actually is paying attention, and we're able to grab this Ninetales as well. Also, she's level 9, so that goes to show how far behind the enemy team is, opposed to us, and that's just because we're sitting around here getting Dreadnoughts, we're sitting here actually trying to play as a group. And I can't even remember the last time I saw Greninja. I forgot he was even in this game, to be honest. Put myself in another situation which I shouldn't be. But again, the amount of damage that your ultimate can do could just change a fight. I'm trying to stay with my Cinderace here. I want to be able to keep him alive so he can deal more DPS. Let me finally make it back to my team. Easy. This Pokemon is so tanky. The amount of damage you can take sometimes, it's kind of absurd. I don't know what Greninja is doing. We're sitting here chilling. Wigglytuff's in the bush waiting just for the next group that comes down. But Greninja is doing... I have no idea. I don't even know where he goes. Ninetales takes a peek and he's not there. So we just come down. We take this Dreadnought without being contested whatsoever. So I don't understand where the enemy team went to, especially with Zapdos spawning. Hopefully Lucario can get over there and stop them a little bit, but maybe not. Now this is why I take Hydro Pump, just because when you're rapid spinning here, you can activate Hydro Pump while you're spinning. So it does a burst damage, and sometimes it catches people off guard, but it's a lot of burst damage, if that makes sense. Like when you're spinning around, you're throwing Hydro Pump in a circle instead of a straight line. It's really, really cool. Now this is one of those games where there wasn't very much scoring in the early game. There was a lot of team fights, which is fine, but at the same time both teams actually could use this Zapdos more so. Now keep a watch on how I'm trying to play this fight. I'm trying to, like I said, stay with my squad. I'm not trying to be the frontline tank, even though I am super tanky. I'm kind of letting Wigglytuff dictate that. I'm sitting here trying to peel off people from my Ninetales. Thankfully, this Zapdos doesn't kill me, which could be very unfortunate. I activated an ultimate just in case, but again, that was a little bit late, but we still got it. I kind of felt bad for the enemy Blastoise just because how low of a level he was, and he did not really do much in this game. Wigglytuff put in a lot of work. Like, hats off to her. Or him, but you know what I mean. Like I said, the amount of damage you can sit here and just tank is kind of nuts. She beat me to death, and I'm still spinning. What are you gonna do? Now, at the end of the day, we will be continuing to get more and more Pokemon. So there will be a bunch of nerfs, a bunch of buffs. Every Pokemon's gonna end up getting hit eventually. I mean, that's the way these MOBAs work. But at the end of the day, like, there's always something to learn. There's always something to pick up. whether or not you're watching me or some other YouTuber or content creator, what have you, everyone has different tips and tricks on how to play certain things or build certain Pokemon. So I mean, use that to your discretion. Use that your best judgment. You know what I mean? Incorporate things that you can learn and pick up on, and whatever works for you. Something that works for me, and it might not work for everybody else, if that makes sense. But in any case, man, this has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and have a good night, good evening, good afternoon. I will catch you guys in a couple hours when I send up another one. I'm gonna head off to work and get some sleep. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.